we are the real Hebrew Israelites, and we come out here every week to teach you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans the truth about the Bible. And also we come out here to teach you that, to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, which is called Babylon in the Bible, and which is America, which is called Babylon.
It's also Leviathan's kingdom.
Yep. We're going to get into the subject Leviathan later on. But first off, we want to give all praises to Yahawa, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Camps for teaching us this truth of the Bible. And peace and mercy to the brothers around the world who are pushing this truth. And I got a little lesson today about how the Lord, Yahawa, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, how He uses us as utensils, you know. We're not out here by our own free will, you know. It's the Lord that directs us.
Okay, so Proverbs 20:24.
Proverbs 20 and 24.
So this is Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of Yahawa, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. How can a man then understand his own way?
So it said, man's going are of the Lord, Yahawa, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. And when you go into that definition, goings, it means steps, you know, because your steps, that's your choices in life, you know. It's your decisions that you make in life. And also it said, how can a man understand his own way? So when you go into the definition for way, it's Strong's 1870. Now it says road, distance, journey, your manner, the path, your course of life. So how can you understand your own path? How can you understand your own decisions that you're making, you know? If you don't understand Yahawa, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, because first you gotta understand Yahawa, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. Then you'll understand yourself. Then you'll understand why you're doing what you're doing. You know, why are we out here?
Yeah, if I could just say this, nobody in the world ever says, I'm going to wake up at this fucking time. You might think you do, and guess what? The funny thing is, the Lord's making you think you do. You might wake your ass up at that time to make you think that you are, to make you prideful when you unlock the door. Yeah, you want that. So, really, our steps are counted. Because this is Psalms 23 and 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. So we're not out here by ourselves.
We're walking in the valley of death right now. You know, the valley of death is America.
We're vulnerable right now. It seems. I got it. And
Jeremiah 10 and 23.
That's all I have to say. 10 and 23. This is Jeremiah 10 and 23. O Yahawa, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps.
Right, so it's not you that plans your life out. You know, because you could say that you're going to be somebody in like 10 years, but you don't even know if that's really going to happen because it's not you that directs your steps. Because like this brother put out a video the other day, you can get bit by a mosquito and get brain dead. You know?
Yeah, this motherfucker in Wisconsin got bit by a mosquito. 9 days later, ended up brain dead.
Yep. So you can have big plans, you know, but that might not go the way you want it. Because there's a higher power than what you think.
Oh yeah, speaking about higher power, let me get this for you. Matthew 14 and 26. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a spirit," and they cried out for fear. So our Lord was walking on water. His steps, hey, everything he does is power. His voice is power, his steps are power, and he has the power to control our steps. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm like, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I'm like, why the fuck am I acting like I'm drunk?
Yeah.
And so spirit's fucking shaking me around.
Yeah. It's the spirit.
So just imagine that scene, Yahawashi walk on water. So he has the power to do that. He has the power to direct our steps. He programs us every night.
That's why you know the Bible is called the scriptures, because when there's a movie, you have the script, and it's written out.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Let me keep going on Jeremiah.
Yeah, read 23 and then go on to 24.
Jeremiah 10 and 23. O Yahawa BAHASHAM Yahawashi, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. O Yahawa BAHASHAM Yahawashi, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing.
Yeah. So it says, correct me with judgment, you know, but not with anger, because we don't want him to correct us in anger. Because if he does that, we're going to be dead, you know. But, you know, correct us, you know, with judgment. So that we could keep pushing on, you know. Because when he gets angry, you know, stuff happens. You know, a lot of people die.
Just like the hurricane, just recently.
Yup. Man. That hurricane.
That's a perfect example right there.
Yeah.
That's a good
That was,
example.
the Bahamas, right? And that's where they, you know, they party it up and shit.
Because it says right here, "Oh Lord, correct me, but with judgment."
That's right.
And we could see that hurricane as judgment too, and his anger.
But if you're dead from that
was his anger.
Yep.
But if you survived it, that was judgment.
Yep. Because it said, "Lest thou bring me to nothing."
I was just gonna read that. Lest thou bring me to nothing. Man, man, sometimes I'm like, I get scared of the things that go on in my day, because I say to myself, I don't want to walk that way, I don't want to do that, I don't want to see this person. And that's the fucking thing that happens. So I'm like, man, have mercy on me. John 8 and 12. Then spake Yahawashi again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that follow me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
That's right, and we need that light. You know, everybody needs light.
Everything on the planet needs light.
Because that light is from the Creator, Yahawa. You know?
Sure is.
Because Yahawa, He's the Father of spirits. You know, and the spirit is alike too.
It is. Oh man, spirit fires.
The spirit is a fire that's burning in us. Because why do you think our temperature is at 100 degrees?
Oh shit, hey. That's a good
That's
brought me to remembrance.
That's as hot as the sun.
Hey, you know what? That goes to show that women don't have the spirit. Women do not have the spirit. Because these bitches at my office are fucking cold as fuck. Wearing sweaters in the fucking summer. They're fucking cold, dog. They're cold. And I'm over here fucking sweating. I'm like turning the little fan that's on my desk to blow on my face. I'm fucking hot all the time.
I was telling the brother too that women have a weak spirit too.
That's why they're always fucking cold.
Because women was the first to sin, right? You know?
Oh shit, hey, and then when women give birth, they get real fucking cold. Because they lose a lot of blood. They get real fucking cold.
So why do you think men, have the stronger spirit? They got the muscles, they got, the stronger characteristics. Yeah.
25?
Yeah, 25.
Jeremiah,
Read 24 and then go to 25.
Jeremiah 10 and 24. O Yahawa BAHASHAM Yahawashi, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name. For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him, and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate.
That's right. So instead of him pouring his anger out on us, we want him to pour his anger out on the heathens. Read it again, but stop at name.
This is Jeremiah 10 and 25. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name.
That's right. So the families that call not on thy name, that's 2/3 of the Israelites. They don't call on Yahawa BAHASHAM Yahawashi. They call on Jesus Christ, and that's a false name.
Damn, let me give you some hot sauce, huh? This is Isaiah 26 and 13. O Yahawa BAHASHAM Yahawashi, our power. Other lords beside thee have had dominion over us, but by thee only will we make mention of thy name. Straight to the point.
So there's other names, but there's only one dominion, a name.
It's only Yahawa and Yahawashi. Those are the names. Okay, King David was always talking about that. He was always talking about that. Does thou know his names and his son's name? And like we were saying the other camps, I know his real name, and he knows my real name. That's called being friends. He told me his real name, and I told him my real name. So he knows me by my government name, and also I know him by his Hebrew name, and he knows me by my Hebrew name.
That's a deeper relationship right there.
Even more deeper than that, the relationship we have individually with Yahawa BAHASHAM Yahawashi.
Yep.
See, right now we're a team, so we have a extra fire. There's extra angels around. Usually I have company, and when I say company, there's angels. And this brother has company. He has angels with him. Protect him. Even demons on both of us, working on us. But there's also angels protect. We can't see it, man. We can't see it. That's why it gets so hot sometimes. I'm like, man, woo. Start sweating. Let me read that whole. This is Jeremiah 10 and 25. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name. For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him, and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate.
That's That's right. So these heathens, they're the ones that make Jacob like that. And Jacob are you Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Cubans, all the people you see on this sign. You know, they're the ones who devoured him, they consumed him, and made his habitation desolate. And habitation is the dwelling or the abiding. And that's, you know, in the land of Israel. You know, the heathens, they made it a desolate place over there. They messed it up. Proverbs 14:8.
Proverbs 14:8. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fool is deceit.
That's right. So the wisdom of the prudent is to understand the Lord's way, and prudent means to beware, or to take crafty counsel, or being clever, you know. And the prudent men, those are the ones who are going to understand Yahawashi's way. Because it says, but the folly of fools is deceit. And a folly is like a lack of good sense, you know. It's a vain thing. And deceit, let me get that.
This is Proverbs. Which one was it?
14:8.
That was 11. Proverbs 14:8. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit.
The folly of fools is deceit. So deceit means treachery.
Yeah, let me get this real quick. This is Proverbs 10:6. Blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Proverbs 10:6. Blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked.
So the righteous, you know, blessings are going to come upon them. But wickedness, they always deal with violence.
Talking that bullshit.
And deceit is treachery, you know, which is betrayal. So only fools are going to betray Yahawashi Yahawashi.
Fools have. This is Proverbs 14:9. Fools make a mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor.
Right, fools make a mock at sin. You know, when we tell you about sin, you tease or laugh at it. And it said, righteous, but among the righteous there is favor. So we acknowledge sin. We acknowledge sin and we look to repent. You know, we don't look to tease or laugh at it. You know,
If we don't do it and enjoy it, you know what? Time to use that one of my favorite scriptures. Time to use one of my favorite scriptures. I'm bringing it out, boys. This is Revelation. This is Romans 7:17. Now then, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. So there's a difference between doing something in wickedness or realizing that, man, I can't control myself. I can't stop that.
or if you have a job where you have to shave, you can't stop it. You have to get your money, but you have to try to get another job too. To try to at least, hold the commandments of Yahawashi.
You have to try your best.
You have to pray that He gives you a job so that you can hold His commandments.
Man, He's merciful. He'll give you what you need.
It's a good thing that we're able to have a job where we could grow our beards out.
Yeah. I mean, I trim it down every now and then because it's gonna grow again, and I like to control it, like keep it under. But I don't go ahead and fucking shave it all and I come with razor bumps the next fucking day. And I see some brothers' videos that they shave. Some of them shave. And I can see those fucking bumps.
They might have jobs. I don't know. They might have jobs or what.
Hey, whatever, man. I'm not judging you, but I'm saying.
Even the Elder Rakah, he keeps it short, but he don't shave. I got to trim it.
Yeah, because trim it, that's okay. Pull it down. But shave against the grain and all that bullshit and fucking put aftershave and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Oh shit.
I see that out there. I see the straight fucking lines. There's no fucking straight lines on there.
Go on to number 11.
Proverbs 14:10. The heart knoweth his own bitterness, and a stranger doth not intermeddle with his joy. The house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish.
Well, the house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the right shall flourish.
And are you going to get that word first? Well, get that word here you were looking for first. But let me just explain what flourish is. It's like, just to explain it real fast without getting into it. You see how a flower is a little bud? You have to give it water and nutrients. It has to have oxygen. It has to have nitrogen, potassium. It has to have all those minerals that every carbon-based life form needs to grow. And then you'll see that little bud flower. That's called flourishing.
Yeah, it's to bud, to sprout, to bloom, to send out.
So I have noticed this brother flourishing. I've noticed this brother blossoming. I've seen a change. I've seen a big change. He's flourishing. He's just going to get stronger.
That's right, because that's the will of Yahawashi.
Hey, so like you said, that's the will of Yahawashi. So this message is for the brothers that came up to the camp a few weeks ago. You can come and join our camp, but you got to stand on that side for a couple of lessons, and then we got to test your spirit, because it's obvious you took your video down. I seen you take your video down. You took that video down about the two Bibles. I mean, not like you said there's only one Bible. You took it down, and I see that when you're preaching, you get kind of nervous. We get nervous too, but it looks like you're trying to get out of there fast because you only do 2 short 10-minute videos.
The brother's been in the truth about as long as us. I think should be coming out with with weekly videos. I mean, it's good that you going on Instagram, but the GMS said we shouldn't be those Instagram Israelites. Trying to talk to what's his name, Kevin Gates. Trying to talk to the rappers.
Nobody cares about no rappers.
All we got to do is come out here every week.
come out here and prophesy. The basic stuff, man. The basic stuff. See, that's what I seen you do. You try to go into the big stuff. You try to go into the big leagues.
The other brother had glasses on, you know, and
They turned dark. Maybe they were prescription. Maybe they were sunglasses. And we're not supposed to be wearing sunglasses.
well, I never seen, you know, DMS wear glasses because they always said that your eyes were the light, you know. They were the window to your soul because the light shines in and then you shine out. It shines back out. And you're like,
Especially when the scripture said, nobody puts a light on top of nobody puts a light under a basket or in a basket so people can't see. Look, you're taking the light with your eyes in the day, right? So and then at night you have to have a light. But at night your spirit will be light. People will see. You don't have to. It don't have to be at night either. People will look at your face and they'll see, oh man, you've got a shiny face or a bright face. Something.
yeah.
Shining.
It talks about your countenance. I think it said somebody's countenance was shining bright or something. I think Moses.
Yeah. Let me get this in Revelation 1 and 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. That's shining. His head, if his head was white, that means his countenance was shining. It was white, it was bright. And Yahawashi's countenance was
White represent clean.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. This brother's telling you the truth. The eyes of the soul, or the windows to the soul, your eyes have to be on fire. So this is open love. You guys are welcome to come. But you're gonna be on that
Just
side.
like Superman, when he shot fire out of his eyes, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think he shot it out of his eyes? You know, he didn't shoot it out of his mouth.
And that's the yeah. That's what the Lord's gonna do. Hey, the Lord's gonna give me the ability to do that. Lord willing, I'll be like burning motherfuckers up. He's gonna tell me, hey, calm down. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna be.
Didn't Blackburn have some kind of
Yeah. Burnout. Yeah. Brightburn. He had red fire. Because he did it to his father. He did that to his dad. He just grabbed him. Boom, busted that shit to the back of his fucking skull, man. Straight up fire, spiritual fire, man. So how the hell, you gonna put glasses on, man? You gotta let your fire shine. So if you gotta make some corrections.
And if they are prescription, hey, you gotta take them off and pray to Yahawashi that he heals your eyes. You know.
Unless you're really freaking bad and then you still need glasses to read. That's a different thing. But there can't be no shades.
That looks kind of, gangster or whatever.
That's what I was gonna say. That's kind of thuggish. Because I was checking out all your videos, Art. Ramon.
I didn't see any videos where you edify the 12 tribes of Negros, Latinos, Native Americans. I mean, I seen the title saying that edifying that the 12 tribes are, but I didn't see I didn't see the Esau was the white man, devil.
That's all good though, man. You could do that, but you got to know your place. You're out of order, man. You gotta control yourself. You gotta wind that shit tight. So if this brother was telling you, bringing you into the truth, you should know a whole bunch of shit right now. This brother blows my mind sometimes. He makes me think of shit. See how the spirit works? I don't come out here and say, oh, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about that. I don't ever do that. I'm excited to come to camp, but I don't ever do that.
Spirit just flows.
When do I ever come and say, hey, I don't want you talking at all, I'm gonna talk to the whole camp? You just read. I want this brother to do it.
Because those other two brothers, we were gonna let them speak too.
Yeah, we had it planned out, right?
Yeah.
We had it planned out because we go.
Couldn't even get past the garment.
Couldn't even get past training camp. You know what? But that's okay though, man. This is your chance to make it up. You have to know inside your mind that you're not who you think you are. But you might be an Israelite. Hopefully you're part of the elect, but you have to stand on that side of it. You have to take orders. You have to take orders from me. You have to take orders from him.
You just got to be on one accord.
Hey, and today, well, most of the time, he wants to go first, and I was like, cool. Good. I like to read.
I asked him if he wanted to go first too, but
Hey, and then everything works in the spirit, like this brother said. He mentioned the weak fire, the weak spirit of a woman. That weak spirit of a woman is comparable to the weak spirit of Esau, the so-called white man. And the 2/3, because you guys don't got no faith. If you don't got no faith, you got a weak spirit, and if you get bit by a mosquito transmitting diseases, your weak ass spirit is gonna make that disease flourish, and your ass is gonna fucking die like that Edomite white man in Wisconsin, his brain dead ass.
like us, we got bit 2 weeks in a row.
Tons.
I had like 10 bites.
Remember my leg on my arm?
Yeah, man. That shit was, man.
That was like 3 weeks ago. 2
So
weeks
why do
ago.
Yahawashi, that we got through that, we didn't, like that brother, he got brain dead. Shit, something could have happened to us.
Did you know Esau has that germ warfare on lockdown? So we got to be praying. So you want to get in this?
So Proverbs 16, 19.
This is Proverbs 16. Let me start at 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better is it to be.
16 and 9. But read that again.
All right. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit
Before a fall. That's prideful right there. Not wanting to correct yourself. And sometimes the spirit just corrects you automatically. If you're part of the team, you're gonna get the playbook. You're gonna get the playbook every week. Because there's a new playbook every week. Apostle Hart comes up with a new playbook every week. I don't think he comes up with it. The spirit comes up with it and picks him up. Hey, Apostle Hart made a video, and it wasn't directed to me. It was, what is 2nd Ezra 11:25 to 38.